Hello everyone and welcome back to Kali Call of Darkness Season 3, Episode 7. One by one, the masks come off. Now it's clear who is a friend and who's a foe. Yes, we all knew that AMRIT's family is shady, and now finally we're gonna be able to see what it is. But I know for a fact that Ratan is a friend because he saved us. He's my little honey. I claimed him as a child. I'm gonna protect him. Wow. Episode 7, The Whisper. I was immersed in the sweet scent of flowers and the crisp freshness of mountain air. In front of me was a beautiful man's back, muscles rippling under his skin. He laughed. Are you getting distracted? Yeah, you're way too beautiful. My hands were in his thick black hair. Okay, I was braiding bright purple flowers into it. Why? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Handsomeness. Sir. Where does all this handsomeness come from? His curls felt silky and smooth, fragrant with the scent of jasmine. Strand by strand, a beautiful long braid formed in my hands. I deftly inserted a small green stalk, its purple petals creating a sharp contrast. Looks nice.
You know how to see real beauty. It's rare for humans. You're always busy rushing from place to place. That's not what life is about. It's not a senseless scramble.
I laughed. What is it about then?
Emotions, sensations, pleasure, love. Do what pleases you. And if you suffer, why dig deeper into it? Why spend your already short life searching for painful answers?
Ratan, why did you have to call me out like that? Yeah, because the heart wants what it wants. Technically, I would have to send AMRIT away, but I can't do anything. I love this man. But Ratan actually said something very, very wise. The things that hurt the most are actually the ones that you should let go of. Because sometimes it hurts even more to keep them than to just let them go. That's also mixed with toxicity. Like AMRIT, in some certain way, he is toxic. He takes everything for granted, and that's one thing I don't like, and I already said that. And it's also painful just to know. Like he just says, yeah, we were mated by the gods, so it's our destiny to be together and to create an heir. He's actually using us as an object, actually. He doesn't actually care about our feelings. If we say, yeah, we don't like the way you're treating us, he just smiles. He brushes it off, and that's it. He says, yeah, sooner or later, you're just gonna come back anyways. And that's something I don't like. I said it multiple times where I had the feeling that it's all just superficial. I still don't see the real love with AMRIT. And you can't stand when someone has a different opinion from yours. And when someone has a different opinion, you try everything in your power to make them see your point of view. That's toxic. Answers?
You came to Klibagrami to get answers to your questions, didn't you? Terrifying, difficult questions.
A strange agitation seized me. The beautiful picture around me seemed to slowly fade. I frowned. He turned to me. He gave me a soft smile, so kind and warm. Aww. Oh, he is beautiful. He is beautiful. Honestly, Ratan is pure. Like, he's actually pure. He can be intimidating and dangerous if he wants to be, but he has a pure heart. Like, he's pure.
Questions such as who killed your family? That's what you wanted to know, right?
My fingers stilled. For some reason, Ratan's smile filled me with fear. The field around us started changing. The beautiful flowers suddenly withered. Wow. Oh, why be so dramatic? Why be so dramatic? A thick crimson liquid started to drown them. The ground was now covered in hot, fresh blood. Ratan continued to look at me tenderly.
You found your answers, and now you're scared.
I mumbled, barely moving my lips. Scared.
Don't be. Death and blood shouldn't scare you. You're knee-deep in it. Here, look.
I looked down and realized that he and I were also drowning. In fear, pain, horror, cruelty. That's just rude. When I opened my eyes, the bright light disoriented me for a moment. I squeezed my eyes shut again. Then I came to my senses. This bedroom, this house again. What a weird feeling. It was a dream, but so much happened last night. I'm not sure what was real and what was not. Ratan saved me. He saved me. He's not a monster. He saved me. Ratan scared me, but he saved us all from an awful fate. You're grateful to Ratan for showing up on time. Yeah, this man literally... Ratan always seemed calm and made me feel safe, but even he can get angry, of course. And to a point that makes me want to stay away from all this, so as not to wake up his inner demons. I literally just said that. He slit hundreds of throats with just a wave of his hand. How can you commit such atrocities with a soft smile on your face? He said a lesser evil. Technically, they were souls. Damn, my headache didn't go away, although I feel a bit better. I couldn't lie there forever. I needed to check on Kiran. I got out of bed and hastily changed into spare clothes I had brought just in case. And I brushed my hair away from my face. Honestly, they all look ugly. As I walked in, their quiet voices stopped immediately. Killian and Lima looked at me pointedly, but they didn't say a word. Hey, where's Kiran? He's asleep. Why don't you sit down? How long have I been out?
Not too long. It's only early morning.
How much time has passed since last night? 6 or 7 hours. Not much. How did it all end? Where did Ratan go? He killed them all. If it's even possible to kill those who are already dead, of course, then he disappeared.
You fainted and I carried you here.
And Kiran? Kiran helped me walk. I twisted my ankle. Did you get some rest?
No, sit down.
Damn. I obediently sat down at the table. What's wrong? Did he have trouble falling asleep? Kiran, he almost got hurt yesterday. Respect, let's go. He's fine, thank God. You're brave. You really rushed to protect him.
Let's not talk about this now. We have another problem.
We'll deal with it. Tell me. Lima sighed and leaned back in her chair. She squeezed the bridge of her nose as if trying to drive away sleep, and then said, Gabriel never came back. No! What? He ran into the forest yesterday when those creatures dropped dead. Ratan didn't lay a finger on him, but we never saw him again. No! Not Gabriel! No! Have you tried looking for him?
No, we didn't want to leave you and Kiran alone. We were waiting for you to wake up.
Killian shook his head.
I don't even know if he's still dangerous. What if something possessed him or he went insane?
Our team leaders have rotten luck. That's funny. Honestly, our team leaders have rotten luck. Minus respect. It's good that the burden of that job quickly found somebody else. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Seriously, do you think this is funny?
Yeah. No. Keely and Lima think that your joke was inappropriate. Why didn't you wake me up? We need to find him before it's too late.
I wanted you to recover first. You went through a lot yesterday.
I'm sorry. I make inappropriate jokes when I'm stressed or nervous. So did you. Killian didn't answer, running his fingers through his hair. He was trying to remain focused, but I could see that last night had taken a toll on him. They're both so calm, despite the fact that we went through hell and back yesterday. They're really strong. How are you? Yes, I had a tough time. How are you? Lima waved it off. I don't know why, but I expected something like this. Maybe I haven't fully processed it yet, and now I seem apathetic, but I feel very cool-headed. I know we need to act, not panic.
I agree with you, even though I don't understand a bloody thing.
I don't understand what exactly we saw yesterday either. Who was killing whom?
In any case, I'm calm. Really.
I looked at them, tired and a little confused, but still there for me. Thank you so much for letting me sleep and recover, and for coming here with me and doing this together. I'm really sorry that you went through this. I thought I was the only one who could have visions. You shouldn't have to deal with this. At least now we know exactly what you're fighting against.
And what visions you were talking about. I don't envy you.
Me neither. Your friendship has become stronger. Liam and Killian are pleased that you care about them. Of course I care about them. I looked at my friends from under my brows. I appreciated their support because initially they didn't believe me. Amala, now can you explain what we saw yesterday? What was that massacre about? The Dubais, more precisely their people. They attacked the people living in this village.
But why?
They made some deal with my family, but shortly before things were to happen, my mother and grandmother fled India, breaking their alliance. I guess it was revenge. My whole extended family that lived here was slaughtered mercilessly. Oh, this was part of our family? Nah, are you kidding me? Lima gasped in surprise. Killian continued.
What are you going to do next?
Karma. I'll destroy them. I need to talk to them. What they did was bloodthirsty and ruthless, but there are two sides to every coin. I want to listen to what they have to say, how they are going to explain it, and then I'll decide what to do.
Did this happen recently?
No, a long time ago. 23 years ago.
Oh, we saw those people when we came here.
Literally, what happened? Killian, I don't think we saw anyone. I think the people we saw were dead. Yes, that's right. I've had this happen to me before. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind. Because they didn't try immediately to attack you? My answer made Killian stop talking and get lost in thought for a while. This truth scared me too. The whole last trip, Rani, the people around us, that bustling life, none of it was real. The villagers had been killed a long time ago. You too, pull yourself together. I'll go wake up Kiran. We need to find Grant and leave. I went to the second room whose door was firmly shut. What's wrong with my baby Kiran? Trying not to make noise, I opened it a little. His shoes were near the threshold. Kiran, you need to wake up and get ready. He's not there. I'm done. The room was empty. A heap of crumbled blankets and sheets and a wide open window. Oh, no. Don't tell me that Grant took him. I would be so pissed. Killian and Lima immediately rushed to me. Both seemed petrified when they saw the empty bed.
I swear he didn't come out. We would have noticed. We spent the whole night in the living room.
And no one could have kidnapped him. Kiran would have resisted, wouldn't he? The walls are thin. We would have heard. I don't care. We need to find him immediately. We're crying. My chest tightened in worry, my rising panic driving out all the other thoughts. Who took him away? Gabriel? The booze? Hey, hush. Don't get carried away. Lima, my little brother is gone. I'm responsible for him.
Take a deep breath. We're going to find him.
His shoes are here, so he was kidnapped. I didn't keep him safe. I had a big lump in my throat that I couldn't swallow. The more I thought about Kiran being in trouble, the more I wanted to burst into tears. Killian and Lima exchanged glances at a loss for words. Give in to panic. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, girl. Just pull yourself together. Calm down. You can't freak out. It won't help Kiran. I must do something, not cry. I want to help him, not drive everyone else up the wall. But we want to drive them up the wall. Let me stop. I closed my eyes, taking a few deep breaths. Then I said in a steady voice, Fine, let's get down to business.
Okay.
That's right, well done. You have conquered your fear and calmed down your friendship with everyone has improved. Okay, first we need to check the bed, check the window, check the door lock, call him. Check the window. I rushed to it looking out. I began to study the frame, searching for scratches or chips. Then I looked at the ground under it. If the grass was trampled, someone must have crept up to the window. All I saw were barely discernible footprints. Looks like his foot size. Respect, let's go. I know I'm good. We didn't waste any time and did everything quickly. I know I'm great. We need to follow his tracks. There are his footprints, so it means that he left on his own accord. Killian climbed out of the window first, then helped Lima and me. We found ourselves in the garden. It was easy to follow the footprints left on the soft ground, but when they led us to the forest, I tensed up. He followed him, I would say. The ground there was hard and dry. There were no clues as to which direction Kiran could have taken. I clutched my head in despair, struggling to keep my emotions in check. I don't understand. If he left on his own accord, then where did he go and why? And without saying a word? He wasn't himself yesterday. Lima looked at Killian worried, and it felt like they were having a silent conversation.
You tell her?
Tell me what? He was on edge yesterday, especially after you left. Then he rushed out of the house and complained that he was hearing voices.
A whisper. He said he heard a whisper.
Was it telling him to go somewhere?
I don't know. He only said very little. He seemed very nervous.
I looked down. Now you know that your brother was not himself and heard voices. I don't know if this is relevant, but Mrs. Chauhan seemed to be studying strange plants and then brewed nasty infusions out of them. What? Yes, a herbalist told me those plants drive people crazy. Stop. Don't tell me that she put something into his drink. Whether this is the cause of his behavior or it's this village, I don't know. Doesn't Kiran see what you see? The dead and stuff? No, he said he sees something different. No, he's a man. In my family, men don't have such a gift. I can't even bear to call it a gift. Do you think Miss Chauhan is a threat to you? That's why I moved home. Besides, I saw in my vision that she helped my mother escape. And now she's groveling at the Dubai's feet. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know.
Where do we start looking for him?
I crossed my arms to hide the trembling in my fingers. I couldn't let my feelings overwhelm me when a cool head was needed. Our only choice is to go and look for him in the forest. That's a big place. Do you want to split up?
Are you serious? Yesterday you were absolutely against that.
This is about Kiran. We can't let our fears hold us back. He's all alone out there. Each of us can search a section. Agreed? Okay. I was ready to do anything to speed things up. Let's find our baby brother. It was time to choose who would go where.
I'll go around the perimeter of the forest on the village side. It's the biggest area and the most dangerous in case there's someone else still there.
What's left? The waterfall and the rocky clearing. Let's go. I'll go to the stone altar. It's in the western part in the clearing. That place has very strong energy. Maybe Kiran went there. I'll have a good look around. Sounds good. Then I'll go to the waterfall.
If you find something, come straight back. If we look for each other, we will get lost.
After agreeing, we parted ways. Grant! I saw him on the ground. I walked along the now familiar path that led deeper into the forest. I didn't even need to check that I was going the right way. The dark energy of the anorthized mineral attracted me, lured me in. Shortly after I reached a clearing, the same place where I had found my hair, and where Abai attacked me. His father and he weren't part of our marriage, were they? Did they really live in this village all alone, all this time? That explains Abai's madness. My thoughts were suddenly interrupted. My child! Oh my God! I noticed two silhouettes at the foot of the altar, and my heart stopped for a moment. It's them! I rushed forward towards them. I recognized one of the silhouette as my brother. He was lying on the ground, clutching his head. Despite my overwhelming happiness, I didn't rush to hug him. I was scared of hurting him. I simply crouched down and touched his shoulder. Kiran, baby. His eyelids fluttered. He opened his eyes slightly. Oh my god!
Mala?
I almost cried with happiness. I put my hand on his cheek. What happened?
I collapsed.
You collapsed. I gently lifted Kiran's head and put it on my lap, caressing it. How did that happen? Are you feeling really sick?
Hey, don't cry. I'm just feeling a little hot, and they're driving me crazy.
I was speechless for a moment. The voices! Oh, hell no! Again?
My head will explode if they don't shut up, and the heat.
It was burning up. The faceless creatures didn't seem to be trying to attack us. They were just standing there whispering endlessly. The heat?
Yes, from the stone.
That's interesting. He gets attracted like us from powerful energy? Kiran's slender, wounded fingers pointed at the altar. And Norsa sighed.
I haven't been here that long, so it's okay. Another hour and I would have burned alive. Stupid sound. It's driving me crazy.
You found Kiran quickly, so you were able to help him in time. He'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to get you out of here, and then I'll go get the others, okay?
Yes.
After I helped Kiran move at a safe distance from the altar, I immediately ran to get the others. Respect, let's go. I know I'm great. Lima was waiting for me at the agreed meeting point. I explained the situation to her. She decided to wait for Kilian so they could come together. I went back to my brother. While we were alone, I tried to bring Kiran back to his senses. How did you get here? What happened?
You fainted in the forest. We returned to the house. I fell asleep, then I woke up to your voice. You were calling me to the woods.
No, I didn't.
And your call was so insistent that I couldn't resist it. My feet moved on their own. I didn't even put my shoes on, and I climbed out of the window.
Why the window?
So that Kilian and Lima couldn't stop me. I don't remember why, but I knew I needed to leave unnoticed.
I covered my mouth with my hand, my heart aching for Kiran's terrible ordeal, and there was nothing I could do for him. Feeling so helpless was killing me. I wanted to get angry at myself. Why the hell did I bring him to that village? Why the hell did I let him come to India at all? On the other hand, how could I have left him alone in Calcutta, or left him in London, alone with our crazy grandma? Those options sounded even worse.
I stumbled upon the altar and saw Gabriel here unconscious. Then I felt sleepy. That stone was hot, so bloody hot. I fell down and couldn't get back up. Then my head started hurting again.
And another respect. We love it. We love it. Is it voices that you hear? Is it an intrusive, endless whisper?
Do you hear it too?
I thought I was the only one, but the others told me that it's been driving you crazy since we arrived in the village.
At least we'll go crazy together. We do everything together.
His crooked, frail but kind smile made me want to cry. I grinned. You aren't getting rid of me anytime soon. You knew that Kiran wasn't himself and heard a whisper.
It makes me feel exhausted.
What exactly are they whispering? Get some rest. I mean, he told us multiple times that he doesn't know what they're whispering. What exactly are they whispering? I started caressing Kiran's head. Ratan explained that they are trying to reach you, not just bother you for no reason. You need to learn to listen to them. He closed his eyes as if he were in pain. My child!
I thought I couldn't do anything like that. That only women in her family are capable of such things.
I don't know.
They're saying something strange, something about mixed blood.
I thought he couldn't make out what they're saying. That's interesting. Why mixed blood? Like I said, half human, half god. It's that about you being of mixed heritage?
I don't know. They keep saying neither our own nor someone else's. Mixed blood rejected by all. Over and over again. At first I couldn't make the words out, but after hearing it 100 times, I got it. You found out a piece of important information. Well, more precisely understood the words, not their fucking meaning. Wow. Really bad. Fucking meaning. Did you pick that one up from Lightwood? Is it really your main problem right now, Mala? Literally, though. Lying on my lap, my brother grimaced, irritated. No, Kiran. So many fucking things are my problem right now. Normally Kiran would have laughed, but now he's just smiled. That's better. You should have seen yourself when you rushed here. You look like a witch. Sir! Oh, so you're saying that you like it next to the altar. Let me move you back then. Ooh! Don't just tell them all to shut up. I get it, mixed blood, but why are they talking nonstop? I looked up at the faceless shadows. Path of loyalty, I said quietly. Please leave us alone. I can hear and feel your pain. I promise they will pay for what they have done to you. You're draining me and my brother. I'm under Mahadeva Rita Shiva's protection. There's no need to drive us crazy with your whispers. I showed them my Mindy. The creatures didn't all back off at once. The first one left, then the second, then the third. Then they all disappeared. Whoa, what are you doing? Are you name-dropping Mr. Vice? Sometimes there is no choice. Did they fall silent? Kid shook his head sadly. No, they quieted down a little, but that's it. Asked Kidan some more questions before Lima and Killian entered the clearing. First, they helped me drag him away from the altar. Then they did the same with Gabriel. My child Gabriel, oh my god. Once at a safe distance, Killian asked Kidan how he was feeling. Kidan explained exactly how he ended up in the clearing, where he found Gabriel unconscious. Why was he lying there? Maybe he came here while he was having a fit? Then it stopped, and he lost consciousness. Why the altar? I would say it's kind of like the meeting spot for all the ghosts. You know what I mean? Because that stone is so special, we saw the same stone in that garden where we and AMRIT made out. Like perhaps this is like a meeting spot for all those boots. The mineral it's made of. It has a special energy. We'll ask Grant when he regains consciousness. Killian turned to Kiran. Don't run away barefoot like that ever again. We were so worried about you. Oh, it wasn't really something I planned, but sure. Killian looked at Gabriel. I hadn't even noticed he was there for the last 20 minutes. What happened to his face? It looked like he was badly beaten. I don't know, but it looks strange. Look. Lima pointed to the dirt under his nails. It's brown? We looked at each other, all thinking the same thing. Now that I had found my brother, the last thing I wanted to do was stay in that village. Please, let's leave. We'll deal with everything later. But Grant is still unconscious. Let's drag him into the car. Anything just to get out of these woods. My head is going to explode. Okay, but how are we going to carry him? I don't want to help carry him. I'll help. There's no choice. You can't carry him alone. If we do it together, it will be easier. What about me? I can help. Sir, have you looked at yourself? That. I'm gonna stand behind that. Don't you even dare. Even if Killian tried to convince us that he could do it alone, Lima and I helped him. We're a group, Killian. The three of us were able to get Grant out of the woods, which meant that nothing kept us there any longer. Let's just leave, please. I mean, they did warn us that there were gonna be sacrifices if we go there again. Mrs. Chauhan, to be specific. With great difficulty, we dragged Gabriel into the car, threw in our things, and finally left that cursed place. My native place. Killian drove slower than usual on the way back, probably because he was exhausted. After leaving Klipagrami, Lima finally allowed herself to relax and fell asleep in the backseat next to Kiran and Gabriel. You're in for an uphill battle. If those people really killed your family, they must be targeting you now. I know. If they already killed because of their interests or for vengeance, they can do it again. Beware of them. I'm not kidding, Amala. You ought to be careful. I love Killian. I love this man. I'm gonna go back after AMRIT and I'm gonna take Killian's route because this man is great. He's a blessing. Killian didn't say anything else, and I got lost in my own thoughts. The Brahim's death is the sect's doing. So was it AMRIT who killed him? Did he recently come here and cut off that old man's head with his own 2 hands? AMRIT promised to be honest with me and stop playing games. But how do I explain what happened in Klipagrami? He must know that my family was killed here, and yet he said nothing. No, he can't be like that. He's a cruel man. Now that's a question. I do believe that he's capable of that. That's a problem when you fall in love with the bad guy. I believe he's capable of that, but I actually don't think that he would do it. I mean, and he's also my lover, so technically I have to protect him. This is crazy. No, he can't be like that. We have to believe in the good in him. I know AMRIT can be evasive, but he has a code of honor. He won't lie if he promised to tell the truth. A code of honor? I'm not so sure about that, but I do believe that he won't lie if he promised, because we remember back then when he promised to help us and he told us the truth. It's better not to act rashly. I'd rather talk to him about it all and find out why he kept silent, or whether he knew about it all. You're in love with AMRIT and you want to believe in his good faith, that. After meeting his family, my opinion of AMRIT has changed. It seems that he didn't really have the choice to grow up to be any different. You need to lie and manipulate in order to survive among the Dubais. His father's a very difficult person. I wouldn't say no if I could teach him a lesson. That AMRIT considers me very important, and I won't take that for granted. I will try to trust him, although it is very hard. This is exactly me right now. It is very hard for me to actually believe that he won't be capable to do that. Not capable to do that. That he won't do that, because we know he's capable to murder. And he's capable to lie. He's been lying to us so many times, and he never showed that there can be a different reason. He always just kept things. So it's very difficult for me personally to believe that he could act differently. But like the game already said, I'm in love with him and I want to believe in the good in him. So I'm gonna give AMRIT the benefit of the doubt, because he's not all evil. If he would be all evil, then he wouldn't even be capable to fall in love with us. We know since episode 3 of season 3 that he's in love with us. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. When Killian stopped in front of our house, I thanked them again. If it wasn't for you, don't mention it. When Gabriel wakes up, we'll call you and talk, okay? Thanks again. After saying goodbye, Kiran and I left. I really wanted to wash off the last day, have dinner, and then think about everything properly. When we went upstairs, however, a surprise awaited us. Oh my god, I see the things on the ground. Someone was in here. Someone destroyed our beautiful house. Everything was turned upside down. Someone had emptied every drawer and cabinet. We don't trust no bitch in this house. Whoa. I looked around the room gloomily. Those bastards. These weren't burglars. This was an inside job. That, because no one knew where we went but the Dubais, because we know that AMRIT is paying for it, even though I paid with my gems. But we know that AMRIT is the only one that knows where we are. So if AMRIT knows, then the entire Dubai knows, and that means the entire uppercase knows where we are. So they are the only ones. Now my question is, what exactly were they looking for? Because we don't have anything in particular. What were they looking for? If they emptied every drawer, that means that we are looking for something in specific.
And we don't really have something that important because the original book is back in the library of the Dubais. So we don't have anything that they could be interested in. Well, anyways, that was it for today. This episode was quite intense, but also interesting, actually. Now let's see if it was good that I gave Amrit the benefit of the doubt. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments below what you think was best, and I will see you in another video. Bye!